Hello. Today we're going to be talking about my application BennyChat, which I've been building into this productivity assistant. It pulls in my notes from Obsidian, it pulls in Todoist, and it also integrates with other AI tools to get a lot of interesting stuff done. So today I'm going to be talking about how BennyChat really has a couple of cool things going for it that make it pretty much my go-to for getting any kind of task done. Set up correctly, BennyChat not only is going to help you with tracking the work that you do every day, but it's also going to be helping you focus in on the key things you want to build out. Once you have that focus tuned in, its agent is going to be able to run daily to help you work through those different tasks. So let's run through each one of these and talk about how BennyChat works. To kick things off, we're going to be talking about some daily task tracking. When you load up BennyChat for the first time, you're going to be hit with a white canvas. When you go into your settings and get your Smith3 profile set up, you'll be able to go in and add whatever tools you want to add. Todoist is essential for being able to track your to-dos day to day. You also may want to pull in your Obsidian. I also have mine hooked up with Perplexity for web searches, Limitless, which I'm able to use to take recordings from my pendant and integrate those into my notes as well. Additionally, if you want to be able to do write and reads to GitHub and kind of make changes that way, you could hook up the GitHub MCP. So these are the core tools. You'll enable them using the Smith3 key. You'll go in and test each of these connections, make sure they're working, make sure that everything's set up for your system to be ready. Once you can tell all these things are set up correctly, then you can sync your projects and get a good feel for where things are at. So for me, every day starts with clicking Daily Start. This kicks off a kind of daily note that'll go into my daily folder. This is going to be a daily journal. What are you doing every day? What kind of things are you working on? What's overdue? Help you get caught up with where things are every day. I'm starting from a blank slate. You're not going to have anything in your notes right away. You're not going to have anything in your Todoist. So you're starting from scratch. I'm doing a trip soon. So I'm going to drop in a few details about this trip and a few tasks that I want to get done heading into that trip. Okay, great. So I've typed a lot of information here about this trip to Southeast Asia. It's going to be for our honeymoon with me and my wife. I just want to get a bunch of information down here. I can resize this window to kind of get a better view of things, even bringing out full screen if I'm typing a lot. Essentially, we're doing this trip. We're not sure where. We know we're going to be in a conference in Seoul. We'd like to go somewhere really cool in Southeast Asia. We want to spend less than $400 a night. We want to have a beautiful view and a private pool. I want to figure this out by Saturday. I also want to figure out what to wear. It's going to be in December, so do I need to bring cold clothes for Seoul? Probably. And then we need some beach clothes for wherever we end up going. And then we're going to need a SIM card. So what SIM cards are available that could work for Southeast Asia? I'm just going to ask it to create these tasks. Let's send this through to BennyChat and see what it'll do. It's going to think through and say, okay, great. Let me create some different tasks here. So you can see here, it created this task for determining honeymoon destinations, include options in a short list, plan a packing list for the honeymoon to Southeast Asia, and then research SIM cards for 1 month coverage in Southeast Asia. So these are the 3 tasks that we have overall. BennyChat can work with you this way. If we were to open up a new chat and say, what are my tasks for this week? Those 3 tasks are going to be listed here. You can see them here, 1, 2, and 3. You can work with Todoist like this. I could ask, what's the highest priority in your opinion of these different tasks? The highest priority is determining the destination. That makes sense. Pretty much everything else has less of a priority. Now, these are all just roughly grouped tasks, and we can group these into a specific project inside of Todoist. We've got pretty deep integration into Todoist. What I'd like to do is enable a focus management feature. And that's going to be the second step of what BennyChat's capable of. So I'm going to enable focus management. We're going to save that setting and start to talk about how focuses help with this sort of tracking in general. Can you create a focus around this overall plan? The goal is to have a relaxing trip and we spend some time in nature. So the cool thing is with a lot of features and what Benny is able to do with its AI capabilities, you're able to just chat with Benny and it's able to use the features that you enable. A lot of times you can just ask the chat and it's going to be able to figure things out for you. So in this case, I'm going to create this focus, Southeast Asia honeymoon planning. This is going to keep track of all the related tasks, decisions, and details around this overall trip. This is our first focus, so the focus will show up when we refresh the page here. And when I click on focuses, we're going to see this new focus view. This focus is high priority, it's active, and I've included it in basically all of Benny's prompting. The objective is to choose a destination for an all-inclusive stay with a private pool, outcome a memorable recharge getaway for both partners. This is really great. What focuses do is it lets you do some more kind of broader, more long-term planning around the tasks that you're working on. While you may come into like a new chat and you may start to like talk about your honeymoon, now that context exists because it has this focus. You have this kind of overall plan that now Benny's able to kind of key in on. And the other cool thing about focuses is we're able to add updates. As things change, I'm going to say a milestone here, started planning our honeymoon. As things change, you're able to see these updates and progress over time. These changes can then help the system, Benny, know the current status of any of these different priorities that you have. I think that focuses should always be a concrete goal. They should be something that you want to accomplish in a structured amount of time. There should be a clear outcome of when that goal is accomplished. And then tasks and other things can relate to it. If we were working with this and we wanted to sync it to one of our Todoist projects, we could also key this into a specific project that we're working on. Now that I have this focus set up and we've got a clear view of what the outcome is we want, we've got a clear view of these different tasks, we can now finally go into the final focus of what BennyChat's capable of, which is agent assistance. And agent assistance is an incredible tool and capability. This is not a feature that's turned on for every user, so you need to go in and turn this on when you sign up for BennyChat. It's going to give you a daily assistant. This is going to automatically analyze your daily notes and tasks and try and suggest helpful actions on your behalf. This feature is not going to go in and change your to-dos. It's not going to manipulate any of the data in your Obsidian or anything else. The daily assistant is simply there to see how best it can use the tools that it has available, doing searches, pulling from your notes and other data in order to better surface outcomes for you. And so when that assistant comes back with any information, you're going to see it in this assistant notifications panel up at the top here. So I'm going to go off just in the background and we're going to kick off a assistant run for this user. And while that's running, I'm going to talk about a few other features that are really awesome about how BennyChat works. BennyChat has these really quick commands for how to get started with any note that you have. If you wanted to change one of these, you can go to actions in our settings and you can add a new starting point. And this could potentially be like daily diet tracking, aiming for 2,000 calories per day, create a table to track the meals that I'm having and give me suggestions that are easy to make that can help me with my diet. We're going to do a nice little fruit there. This is going to be a daily diet tracking command. And I'm just going to aim for 2,000 calories per day. We're going to create a new folder for this. Cool. So now I'm going to save changes. We're going to add this new diet tracking trigger here. And when I click on that, it's going to start kicking off Benny with this new diet capability. I'm going to tell it this morning I had jelly toast and a orange juice. So like right away, it's actually immediately trying to give me some good recommendations for what to eat today. It's putting that into this table here and it's saying, maybe you should try boosting some protein, consider swapping to whole fruit for fiber rather than using orange juice. We're already getting a cool new capability here. The nice thing is you can keep tweaking this. If it's not quite the action command that you want, you can tweak it to something else. I have one of these that I run every morning. Leave in the comments if you're interested in seeing what I do. I'm going to open that up in the top right here. And so we got this analysis assistant here. And what we noticed was if we had this running overnight, it came back to us the next day saying, here's the top eSIM options for multi-country travel in Southeast Asia as of 2025. So here are the different eSIM providers, a comparison table of all the different options, and summary of the pros and cons of each of these different options. In terms of recommendations, most travelers prefer these two brands. So those are the two that are most recommended. So now I've got these interesting details. I'm going to look into these two brands on Amazon and how much they cost. You can see this whole conversation got dropped into a brand new chat. Or if you had a chat open, it'll just get dropped into the chat you're already on. It's going to give me some details about these. These are not usually offered on Amazon. I wanted it to do a search. Can you do a search for these? So now you can see it's triggering perplexity. It's saying, hey, I want to buy these two different cards. And so now they have their own website. They also have an app. I'm assuming that's for like an eSIM or something like that. Nomad also has their main website. Now I can click into those and start seeing how these work. You download the app, choose your destination package, install your eSIM, and then activate it. What you can see is BennyChat decided which option is the thing that I am best capable of immediately jumping in and trying to do something with. The thing it chose is doing this eSIM research. That's definitely something that I wanted to do. It's something that was in the backlog of what I needed to work through. Now I've got some great options. I can say, great, let's mark my task for eSIMs complete. I'm going to use Nomad. And so that now is going to be able to go in there and it's going to create a new focus update. We have this focus that we've already been tracking. I didn't even tell it to update the focus, but now it's saying, hey, great, there is a completion of something, which is this eSIM research here. Great. So it was able to run that to update the focus there. We're going to try and find the task here. Oh, having a hard time finding that task. Sometimes you need to give it a bit more guidance on where these tasks are and where things are located. It's going to list out my projects, filter for the specific inbox project ID, and find the research SIM card option. That task is now completed. We now have a pretty clear view of what we're going to use. We've gone and updated the focus to say which one we're going to use. So if we ever needed to like find that decision again, we know we've stored that in our focus. We've gone in and updated that task for the eSIM to be complete. This has all been done now and is ready to go. Now, I did decide to run another assistant task just to kind of give you some flavor for how these things work. You can kind of see it here. That first one completed 11 minutes ago. This one completed soon after that. One thing is the assistant tasks know about the tasks that it's completed before. So it's not going to try and do the same thing over and over again. It's going to be aware of what tasks it's tried to help with, and it's going to try and pull in a variety of things that it can help with. So here it's going to say, great, here are some different honeymoon destinations and what might be great about them. We've got a few different resorts as options here. This one is in Bali. This one's also in Bali. This one's in Thailand. This one's in Vietnam. There is a citation to some of the different websites that it was able to pull some of these things off of. Why Bali is number one for romance, a few different things here. It gave some different options, some estimates on the pricing as well. And you can see that here in the estimated cost. And it tried to give me a bit of background research on how these things all go together. You can see just how helpful this assistant is. We did already book our honeymoon, and this assistant was really essential in helping us find websites that not only like listed the options that are available, but also websites that aggregated the listings for just exactly what we were looking for. We wouldn't have really been able to book our honeymoon without using BennyChat. It just wouldn't have been the same. So I'm really happy about how BennyChat's worked out. I think that if you give it a try, you're going to enjoy what you can get done as well. Stop juggling, start doing. I think that says it all. I'm glad to have given you this quick preview of the different capabilities of what BennyChat is able to accomplish. I think these three things are really excellent and have become a way for me to get a lot done every day. If you're interested in joining BennyChat, hopping on board, seeing what things are, there's two ways to join. One, you can subscribe to our Substack. It's where we write a lot of our content about AI and where the future is going in relation to AI. We post there frequently, but as part of that membership, you're also getting a membership to our Discord, and that Discord will be what really gives you access to BennyChat. And so this Discord community is the other option. It's a little bit cheaper, but it gives you full access to our Discord and it gives you access to BennyChat. And when you do sign into BennyChat, you're going to be able to use that Discord as your login information. It's $5 a month. pretty low price. It's going to go up in a month or two, so now's a good time to get in and experience BennyChat for yourself. I think you're going to be really impressed with what we've been able to do with it. It's constantly getting better, as other members of the community have said. We're doing something not a lot of other people are doing, and we're building a experience that is just hyper focused on you getting stuff done. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you trying out BennyChat for yourself. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and happy to talk more. Thanks.